Hi, Biffs.
Hey, Beth.
Dear Abby.
Dear Kiki.
Red flag, desperate housewife.
Pinot Grigio.
Doesn't want to marry
Serve
you.
power.
Love you like I
Pour
love
more
you.
wine.
Don't Don't talk to yourself.
Cheers, Biff.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ill-advised.
Ill-advised. This is ill-advised. Hey, Biffs.
Hello.
Were you working on that one?
You're always gonna make me laugh, right?
How?
When
I just said, hey, Biffs.
Yeah, I know.
Hello.
Super sweet head wiggle too. You look like a bobblehead.
You wish you were a bobblehead.
No, I don't. Sometimes I do.
You're a chicken head. Hi, Biffs. Welcome.
Ew. He's fired.
I'm fired.
It will no longer be the Biffs for ill-advised.
Instead of D's and does, it'll just be does.
It'll just be D's.
No, this is D's. Those are does.
No. Welcome to Ill-Advised, the podcast,
The
where my
podcast.
best friend on here is an asshole.
And one best friend tells you what to do and the other one already can't.
Yeah, and not Ray.
But certainly Beth.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, that's Stephanie.
Yeah.
We look great today.
We do?
We always do.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's these
we always
tans.
compliment them and they never say anything to us, so I figured we'd just take it on.
I like it.
Yeah? You guys look great today too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's compare tan lines.
I am wearing a permanent Speedo right now. It's a white one.
Pictures are it ain't real. Stay tuned
Stay
for our
tuned.
Facebook and our Instagram.
I'm just very surprised at how dark I got so quickly. Like, I've been dark, getting dark through the summer, but then this past weekend by the pool one day, that's all it took.
I was going to say, if I had a boyfriend who had a pool in the backyard, I would be really dark really quickly also.
I know. You'd think he was dark. That's all he does is pool lounge.
He's
like,
a white.
he's white right now, but he's got like this like golden tan going on for him. It's working.
Golden?
Yeah.
Not like a lobster?
No, he got lobster and then it's like starting to calm down. So he's just tanning.
Oh, it's the calm before the tan before the peel.
Peel.
I said peel and corrected it with peel. It's like I'm struggling saying the word peel.
Kindly stop
These
saying
L words.
peel.
I'm going to. I don't want to say that ever again. I don't know what the damage is.
Oh my God. Biff, what are we drinking?
I'm really excited for these.
You have the honor to announce our beverage this week because we are not drinking wine.
I know. Not even as like a backup.
Oh, no.
This week, we have ready to drink vodka mules.
In a can.
In a can.
And who makes it?
Devil's Backbone.
Ooh.
Vodka with ginger juice and natural elderflower
Sipping that
flavors.
ginger juice. Yeah.
Don't they have...
Got my mind on the flower and the flower in my drink.
You're fired.
I'm so fired.
Go
I
back
hope
to
they
therapy.
sue me for ruining their song.
Or give us like a lot of years worth for you to never say that again.
That's true.
You can drink these forever. Just don't ever do that again. Read the box, Biff.
I'm going to, but hold on. These are from Roseland, Virginia and St. Genevieve. What's MO?
Montana.
Is it? I think you're right. I'm
No.
so proud of you.
I am right.
Missouri,
'Cause
Michigan,
MN
Montana.
Is Minnesota.
Yeah. I'm Googling anyway because I think you're right. I actually am 99% certain. So, fuck you.
I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Missouri is MO.
Yeah. Because misery.
MT.
Montana? That's mountain.
MN.
Montana abbreviation,
Yeah.
I guess. MT. Who the fuck made this shit up? Missouri was with an O. Massachusetts makes sense. Mississippi is MS. Okay, fine, because it's got so many SSIs, PPIs.
Yeah.
And then Montana is MT, which I guess mountain. But is it mountainous? Mountain.
Mountain.
Peel.
Mountain. Clear card. It's the clear card.
That's so great. Oh, well, let's
Read the box so we can try this.
Okay.
God damn it, I've been waiting all day.
Okay, it says real vodka and natural ginger and elderflower copper mug optional. Which, wouldn't you just make the can copper at this point, or is that too expensive? I mean, it's super expensive, but
I'd
that's
be
not the
pissed if
point.
I had to throw away a copper can every time I drank one of these.
Hell no, you can't throw them away. You sell them because they're expensive.
Yeah.
It's metal.
Some to who?
To the metal people who take them scrap metal shits.
Do you know where we live?
I just sold a whole yard full of scrap
They ain't
metal.
gonna pay you for that shit. They're gonna come rob you later.
No, you take it. Never mind.
Okay.
Guys, this vodka mule packs quite the kick. So naturally, we had to put a Virginia mule on the can. There's an actual. How did we miss that?
Because it doesn't look like a
fruit.
fucking mule.
It looks like fruit. I thought it was a lime, to be honest with you.
I thought it was just a circle painting.
That's Montana.
Yeah, M.O.
That is not Virginia.
Devil's backbone.
Yes.
That's what I thought it was.
Made with real vodka, all natural ginger, and a hint of elderflower, this ready-to-drink cocktail is perfect for just about anywhere you'd like to relax and skip the line at the bar. If we could make a suggestion, ? Pair with mountain air, dangling your feet off a dock, and a heavy helping of good friends.
Well, we're 1 for 3.
All right.
Definitely no mountain air.
Cheers.
One of us is dangling, though.
Not right now, girl.
I was talking about me.
They're stuck to my fucking legs with this
talking
heat.
about me.
They're not stuck to your legs with this heat.
No, very much dangling. Oh, smells like a...
My shorts really like the taste
I
of
was
this.
going to say, your shorts tried it first. It smells excellent.
It's really good. I think I need elderflower in my Moscow mules.
Moscow?
Mm-hmm.
It makes me want a tin can with ice in it.
Yeah. That's nice.
I love it.
It's so great.
And it's 7.5% alcohol.
Yeah. How many calories? Do we have nutrition facts here?
Probably on the box.
Yeah, it's all the way down there. I just fucking kicked it to the curb.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I ain't about that life.
Also, we don't pay attention to calories when we're drinking.
That's right. Because you just found out vodka has calories.
I thought it was like a zero.
So there's at least 90 calories in this bitch.
Yeah. Plus elderflower.
Plus the sugar, because ginger.
It's really good.
It's really fucking good.
It's going to be perfect
We need
over
to
ice.
Pour these into copper mugs.
With ice.
With ice.
I know. And a lemon in it just because.
So there's a 3-year-old's birthday party going on this weekend. I think we should...
Stock up.
Yeah, gotcha.
You bring the mugs.
You bring the 3-year-old.
Done. Can we trade?
Listen, mine's almost in college.
Fair. Yeah.
I'm almost off the hook here, bro. Guys, welcome.
Super good.
Super good. Yeah, buy these. We recommend.
Devil's backbone.
Yeah, no shit. Any updates this week, Biff?
Nothing's jumping out at me.
Yeah, I feel you. Sounds great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then my goddamn therapist is leaving me.
I know. Did she give you any recommendations yet?
Yeah, she did say she has someone in mind that she put me on the list for. She's just not sure
If they
if
have
that's going to be
availability.
like... She said sometimes they'll take right over before,
Oh,
like next week.
before the departure.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen. I'd rather wait a week or 3.
Or a 9.
Yeah. Or until I'm ready to go back to therapy
This
again.
fucking disservice.
Uh,
Oh my God.
yeah.
I actually,
I was just going to ask you, I haven't heard about Fred in a long time.
I have Fred tomorrow. But last time I talked to Fred, we talked about my self-sabotage. New relationship and shit. And the stuff that goes into my mind that's unfounded. You know, that stuff. You know, the stuff that I'm now old enough to recognize I shouldn't act on.
Yes.
But there's other things going on too with that. So I'm actually really happy to go talk to him because I've focused so much over the last year on like relationships and connections with people and like discussions with him that I haven't really focused on like, you know, me per se. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the conversations have been on like, you know, what have you done for this relationship or what have you done for that one? And like, you know, he asks about you and asks about my family and stuff like that. But like, I haven't discussed my actual like mental state and,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like right now I'm trying really hard not to fuck up my relationship.
Well, I think you're doing
And
good.
that's like a personal battle. You know what I mean? It's nothing to do with him. It has everything to do with me. So
Right.
we are very good though, you know.
Yeah.
Me and C Dollars.
Yeah.
That's
dollar
his
signs.
official podcast name. DJ C Dollars.
DJC Dollars on the podcast.
Go back like 4 episodes. It's probably his only appearance.
White boy fresh.
Sipping that ginger juice.
Laid back.
Oh, guys.
With my elderberry.
Got my mind on the elders and the elders on my berries.
Yes.
All right.
We gotta write that one down.
Yes.
No, it's too long.
Elders on my berries is great though.
Yeah, it is.
So this week, guys, we are paging Dr. Nerdlove. Yes.
I can't say the movie line that I just almost said out loud. Paging Doctor.
Oh, how did I forget?
It just almost slipped
What
out.
movie was that? Is that Knocked Up?
No, that is the when they go to Vegas. The 3.
Oh, right. That's
Yeah. Exactly.
We're the 3 best friends.
Anyway,
What the fuck's the name of the movie? The Hangover.
Hangover.
Yes. We got paid for that one, guys. No, we didn't. That's just, we're trying to give guilt
What?
so that they'll pay us.
We're just calling things in, guys.
Yes. Yes. So, yeah, there's these, going through these, Dr. Nerdlove of drnerdlove.com. He's got various articles and he's actually got a podcast. But he has an archive of all of his questions, which is actually really good to see because it's so much easier for us as people who talk about advice columnists to like be able to go back and because we try not to do the most recent ones to kind of, you know, we're giving you publicity for your new stuff essentially. You know, for especially for those advice columnists, we're still making money off of like.
Yeah, Biff's worried about that technical stuff.
Well, I think we're better off like pushing their work rather than sabotaging it. So that's how I see it. That's just me.
Makes no difference to me.
That's right. So I think we had gone over a couple of these first. We didn't read them. But we did agree on this one particular topic or this one question with the title that says, "My ex is terrified of me. What do I do?" Because the answer to that one simply is you do nothing.
Right. You enjoy that shit.
You wield that power like the
Exactly.
fucking sword in the
I
stone.
wish all my exes were more scared of me.
So this is from March 25th, 2019. I'm going to jump right in. Any objection?
I thought we were already doing it.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Okay.
Dear Dr. Nerdlove, my ex and I broke up at the beginning of the year. It was something that tore both of us apart to the point of her blocking me on all social media accounts. What the fuck? I didn't write this, I swear to God. We tried a long distance relationship, and at first it was good. We managed to see each other 4 times in the span of last year, so her suddenly dropping off the map hurt like hell. She still contacts friends of mine telling them how she wants to come visit and see them. Makes me feel invisible and unwanted at times when they tell me. One night, a couple of weeks ago, I decided to call her, but she sent me to voicemail. I decided that I would send her an email telling her how I often felt like getting on a plane and going to see her so we could just talk. Not in an attempt to get back together, but just to get that face-to-face conversation we never had. The breakup was over a video call, but I know that she wasn't that kind of a girl to take an unannounced visit as a good thing. Recently, I was talking to a mutual friend who told me that she was terrified of the fact that I would show up. Hearing this hurt me in a way I never expected. The last thing I ever wanted my ex to think about me is that I'm some crazy psycho.
Okay.
I can't get in contact with her, obviously, and I can't explain myself to her. I'm at a bit of a loss about what to do. Not so scary.
I wasn't getting any she's actually afraid of
Right.
you vibes.
Hate the title of this. I think she's terrified of you showing up because she doesn't know how to like act, and she's trying to process a breakup.
Right. And will crumble at the sight of you.
Yeah. I think you need to be okay with not getting in contact with her. Closure is, because this is what this feels like. This feels like they want to get closure. Just have that last final face-to-face and lay it all on the table, and that's it.
Because the breakup was over a video.
Right. And maybe they just felt unfulfilled or unsatisfied with the way that it ended. I have no idea. There's not enough here to kind of...
Yeah, because it was like, one part made me feel like that it was like he wants to get back with her. But then the other part is like...
Well, he's like, not to get back with her.
Oh.
But to kind of just talk because... Not an attempt to get back together, but just to get that face-to-face conversation we never had. But I know she wasn't the kind of girl to take an unannounced visit as a good thing. Excuse me. So I think this is more about closure than it is about her being terrified. I think she's taking the steps that she needs to take for her to be able to move past this.
Yeah, he needs like the closure right now. Where she's like, I'm
good.
still processing.
Or maybe she's good.
Right.
Maybe she had her closure.
Right.
You know, that's how it feels like to me.
Yeah, because she's not ready to see you because it's going to break her heart.
She doesn't want to. And you'll never see her again. And you just got to be okay with that.
Yeah, not everything can or has closure.
Yeah. Closure is not... I hate to say this. I don't know if I really believe this, but it was one of the things that popped into my mind. Closure is not real.
It's not.
It's a way to prolong an experience.
It's a reassurance. It's not a closure. It's like a...
Like, let's solidify this.
This will make me feel better.
But it's not, because what you're going to do is to sell this person. The person who needs closure is the one who got dumped, in my experience. Right? I mean, I just know from my experience. Like, I need closure.
That makes sense.
Which means I need to convince you that we're supposed to be together.
Right. Or I need you to make me still feel like I'm not worthless, even though you just dumped me. I need you to fucking sugarcoat what you're really feeling.
Now, see, when I went for it, I said, I need to know why this, and this, when you really felt this, and this. Like, laid out on the fucking table bare. That was one of my big things. And I'm only thinking of one specific example because all the other ones, I was like, I'm all set.
So you needed like a reassurance to make yourself feel better?
No, I needed to know why the fuck you were telling me that we were good when we weren't. When you knew we weren't, why weren't you telling me? Why were you just like leading me on? Fucking open the doors for conversation right now, because you owe me nothing. But if you're going to talk to me, you're going to tell me why we did this. Why we did this in my case, we did this for a year. You fooled everyone. I fell head over heels in love with you. And I need to know why you thought it was okay for you to do what you did. I even wrote a letter that said, like, was I some sort of... I gave it to him in person. But I said, was this some sort of sick, twisted game that you wanted to play with somebody?
So did you get the answers that you were looking for?
I honestly don't remember. I want to say I got some, but not all of them.
Do you think that in any way, shape, or form helped you feel better or like gave you closure?
No, because
it wasn't
because
relevant.
it wasn't.
The why
I feel like the closure
relevant.
wasn't real. The why wasn't relevant when I went.
So that's what I mean. For me, I think closure is like, I just need reassurance. I need you to make me feel better, even though you just dumped me. For me, that's what closure is. I need you to sugarcoat why you're dumping me so that I still feel like I'm worth something or that you still care about me.
That's a really interesting perspective because I feel like you're getting that sugarcoat at that initial contact, that first wave. I don't know, the first.
Like the hello wave or like the feelings wave? Which one, Biff?
The oceans wave? No, that like when you're actually going through the breakup, that's when it's sugar-coated, you know?
I don't think it's sugar-coated. I think that's just kind of...
Just like, oh, I have
it's
so much going on.
It's not you, it's me. That's not sugar-coating. It's just bullshit.
Well, yeah.
Sugar-coating is, no, I really do love you and you really are a great person. I'm just going through X, Y, Z.
Yeah, see, I knew I wasn't going to get that.
But that for me is like sugar-coating. That's like, you just dumped me. I feel worthless, or I feel less than, or I feel like you don't care about me. So now I need closure. And for me, it sounds like closure is like, I still love you. You're such an amazing person. But I'm still dumping you. You know what I mean?
I love that we have these two different perspectives on it.
I know.
I fucking love it. And I would love to hear what other fucking people think about closure.
Yes.
What is closure? It's such an interesting, I don't know. To me, I wanted to know everything. I wanted to know why the fuck we were here when we shouldn't have been here to begin with.
I know. Well, what do you think that driving want was for you? Like, to want, I need to know this and this and this and this. Like, what do you think that was for you?
I think what it did was so my thought was, I'm holding on to this because of all of these good times, right? So like we were so good together. You were so attentive. We were so, you told me that you wanted to be with me and that you wanted this and so I went in there. I was like, this stuff wasn't real. I don't want to hold on to that anymore because that's hope. So break it for me. Like, I want you to cut it off.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a tie there and I just don't fucking want it anymore. Like, kindly remove it.
Right.
And a lot of this stuff he did. And a lot of the stuff he didn't.
Okay.
But that was a whole other story too. So
yeah.
But I think that was the closure I needed. Or maybe closure is just different to everybody.
Yeah, maybe some want reassurance. Maybe some want it to like your situation.
The
like
final nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
That's the saying?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I had to check. Should I Google? No.
No, just listen to any Eminem song. He
says right.
It a lot. Matter of fact, I think one of his songs is actually called Nail in the Coffin.
Now I have to listen to it because it must be about my relationship.
I think that's the Ja Rule diss.
Is it?
I believe so. Or Benzino, unless that's the same song. God. Yeah.
That's funny shit.
That is actually really funny. It's really old and I haven't heard it in a long time. And I wish my little brother listened to us because he would then also want to listen to the song too.
Oh, you heard Seth Lee? Probably not.
No, he didn't hear. Motherfucker.
Oh my God. So I guess what's our advice to
I was going to say, did we even...
So him, her, them. I'm going to try to be so neutral about this. I'm trying to be intentional.
But I feel like for the sake of our To make it non-confusing, I think we just use he and she.
Okay, so not so scary. Right?
He just needs to either wait until she comes to him or write her a letter.
I don't think either is... The letter is moot. She's sending him to voicemail. She's not talking to him. If she reads the letter, maybe... I mean, if she gets the letter, maybe she'll read it. Maybe she won't. But he'll never know because she won't respond to it.
Right,
if the pattern continues.
Right, but my point is for him, not like just for him to get everything he wants out on paper.
Oh, okay. Like the catharsis of it.
Yeah, like...
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with that. I think that's a good...
Or he could even write it all out.
But that's something that we did
then
too.
Light it on fire.
Well, that's exactly what it is. Fuck.
Yeah.
Peel. That was exactly what I was going to say. Was that's something that we did. You know, we wrote and we knew it wasn't going anywhere.
Right.
But it was just that getting that emotion out on paper.
It actually helps.
I still do it.
It's called journaling.
Yes. Thank you so much.
It's a thing.
Listen, you're the one that got me started on it. You get all the credit.
It's a thing. It's a real life thing.
All the credit. And I like writing. So to me, it's like...
That was easy for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, my advice is you don't do anything. You don't try to contact her. You don't try to... Nothing.
You work on moving on. And that means writing that letter.
Yeah.
If you have to put a stamp on it, put a stamp on it. Or light it on fire.
Exactly.
Or hold on to it until you're ready to let go. And that's going to be your symbolism. That's going to be your power.
Yep. Good idea.
You know?
Flush it down the toilet.
Don't. Because we are not paying that plumbing bill.
Yeah. Yeah. Skip the toilet.
You have been well informed.
Yeah.
No. I mean, if you have one of those awesome toilets, do it. But that's beside the point.
Write on like natural paper.
Bamboo.
Yeah. Toilet paper. Write on toilet paper.
Yep. Scott. No, Scott. It'll bleed right through.
Permanent marker. You need the Charmin double ply.
You need Charmin. It works for bears. It's got to work for you.
It's got to work for marker.
That's right. Do you have any other advice on what they should do?
Anything but continue to try to contact this girl.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, that's my only advice.
And work on moving on.
Right. Work on yourself. Heal whatever you feel.
My favorite bit of advice. Seek therapy. Literally, guys. It's fucking life-changing. All you do is talk about yourself and you're like, wow, am I a fucking idiot or what?
Right. How did I miss that for 35 years?
You literally talk yourself into like sanity.
Literally.
Most fascinating
it's fucking
thing.
Stupid. It makes me so mad.
Fucking people go to school.
I talk to myself every day. Why am I still...
I know. Because,
I'm still needing to talk
all day long, I'm like...
Just so she can look at me and I'm like, that's the part I was missing. Your fucking eyeballs staring through my soul to make me remember everything from when I was 3 years old. Now it all makes sense.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much, Lucy.
I'm like...
I'll talk to you next week.
Just kidding. Because you're gone. I know. I'm so sorry. I had to poke the bear.
Motherfucker.
No, for me, it's like you're fucking useless. You can't do shit. And I walk through the doors in Fred's office and I'm like, I am the fucking king of the world. And I don't know why I can't get this.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? Because I know he's going to fucking stare me down.
Yeah.
Be like, do you know you're the king of the world?
Are you really?
Are you really? He actually, I said something, not king of the world. Oh, he's like, do you really think you're funny? I'm like, I'm fucking hilarious, Fred.
Fucking hilarious.
And he's like, do other people tell you that? I was like, I don't care. and so he then opens up his fucking book to fucking 2 years ago.
To when you said, everyone hates me, no one thinks I'm funny. I'm a loser.
Not to when I fucking said, like, I'm fucking hilarious, dude. He's like, I was saving this for when you needed to be reminded, but apparently.
That's fucking hilarious.
I know. I was laughing so hard. I was like, you can't remember everything. He's like, I don't. That's why I write it down.
Right.
But still. All right. Sorry. That's neither here nor there. Go to therapy.
Hilarious. And leave her alone.
And leave her alone.
Yeah.
And just tell your friends to not talk to you about her.
Yep. I've had to do that before.
Yeah. With that yawn, or
no.
Maybe you're thirsty.
I've been drinking more than you.
Mine's almost done. This is what we do on Tuesday nights, guys. After our kids are asleep.
Tipsy Tuesdays.
After Mom Monday.
After Mom Monday.
They have to. Can we make a shirt that says Mom Mondays?
Yes, please.
Yeah, thank you.
We need to write these down.
We have to write all of these down.
We're
and cleat up.
Really great shirts.
Guys, Etsy, again, guys, you got to get on this. Cleat up and Mom Mondays. If you can figure out how to spell Super Slut Sundays and Sugar Daddy Saturdays.
This was a S-H.
S-C-H. Let's make it Jewish.
S-C-H-L-U-T.
Schlesinger.
T.
I'm sorry.
When it rains, we pour.
That's my favorite one.
Best ever.
Okay. Response?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoo, boy.
Whoo-cha.
That's how it starts.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to level with you NSS.
Not so scary.
Oh, thank you so much for making sense of something that's right above it.
Right. This is our first time, guys.
Yes. I've been sick as a dog for the last few days, and frankly, I'm on so many drugs right now that I can see vapor trails, so I'm going to be blunt here.
Oh, here we go. Here we fucking go. Who starts off like that?
The best fucking advice columnists ever.
You ain't no doctor.
Oh, no, he's not. Oh, yes, he has a disclaimer on the bottom that it says he's not a doctor.
Clearly.
Yes. Where did I go?
After
Be blunt
woo-cha.
here. I can tell you exactly what to do. Nothing. You do nothing.
Nothing.
There's literally nothing you can do here that's going to make this better. Every option you have that involves somehow trying to explain yourself is going to make things worse.
Worse.
We knew that, and we explained that without saying that. And so,
yeah,
let's work on that.
We just sum it up. We just get right to the point.
Right. We don't see vapor trails. We're drunk.
Yeah, we see chemtrails.
And thanks for listening.
Good, my ears are sweating.
I know, no shit, right? My lower back too. I don't know the circumstances surrounding your breakup, but your ex made it clear that she doesn't want to see or hear from you. That's why she used the nuclear option and blocked you from social media, because she simply doesn't want to see you, talk to you, or interact with you. Maybe it's because you did something over the course of your relationship that scared her and she's protecting herself. Maybe it's because she knew she wouldn't be able to move on like she needs to if she had access to you. Maybe it's because she's the sort of person who prefers a clean break. The only person who can know is her. And that's the only thing that you can do, is to accept this. So he gets a little bit more detailed and more lengthy because that's what they do.
That's what they do.
But feel free to hit up drnerdlove.com. This is from the archives, March 25th, 2019. Again, my ex is terrified of me. What do I do? But she's not. That's not part of the title. But I'll just close out with his last paragraph, his last two paragraphs. His last paragraph. The best thing you can do is simply accept that this is over, that your ex is no longer part of your life and you're no longer part of hers. It absolutely sucks, but there is no other play here, and certainly not one that won't make things worse than they are now. Feel the fuck out of your feels, have a good cry, get angry about it and accept it, then let yourself move on. Good luck.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect. I wish we used the word fuck.
I know.
We did.
We never curse.
Right.
We douche responsibly.
I can't.
You have to.
I have to. I should. I shall. So, yeah, I have nothing against this response.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty perfect, pretty like clean cut, clear cut, clean cut too, but clear cut.
He's not clean right now.
He's not. It's those vapor trails.
Yeah.
I liked the nuclear option. We need to start using that. Yes.
What's next?
All right. I was hoping you'd ask because I have no fucking idea.
Perfect.
This one doesn't necessarily have a title. It's part of a string. But it is under for people who want to read it in case we skip dozens of paragraphs. How do I quit being a nice guy from March 1st, 2019?
Oh, gosh.
But that's not what we're going to read because actually, let's read it, shall we?
Sure.
Okay. Because it's a short question, long answer, but, again, go and read it if you want to. Hey, Doc. Long-time reader, first-time asser. Peel. First-time asker, etc. So I guess I'm a former nice guy. Read every nice guy article on the internet, and 8 years later, read every nice guy article on the internet, and 8 years later, I super feel no one has like an obligation to love me. Oh, you're one of those people that writes like you talk.
Oh, welcome.
Yes. So I guess I'm a former nice guy. Read every nice guy article on the internet, and 8 years later, I super feel no one has like an obligation to love me. Just like I don't have an obligation to love anyone else.
Okay.
I started trying to fix myself, going to the gym, being more social, making better fashion choices, etc. I'm no longer afraid of the friend zone because that actually means I have friends. A ton of girls friend zoned me in the past, but it's no problem. It's more like, cool, now I have a bunch of super hot, strictly platonic friends. Same girl.
I was going to say, can this be his coming out story?
But also I'm like 27 and a virgin, and so something may still be wrong here. I think my issue may be more about expressing myself. I'm pretty good about making friends and talking to people, but I think I'm really bad about making my intentions known. A lot of times I get interpreted as more than a platonic friend. I guess I've seen so many horror stories where dudes flip out and come on too strong, or doing what I've been doing and coming of not strong enough. Off, not strong. They're missing an F.
Yeah.
It's not me. I promise. I admit when I'm wrong. Coming off, not strong enough. I have this tendency of saying, hey, friend, I have feelings for you, or I think you're super attractive. Is like a weird thing that had no warning and came out of left field because I tend to have anxieties about that. So it just sort of gushes out.
Okay.
How do I make it very clear I'm interested in someone romantically without coming on too strongly, or coming on like I'm just a strictly peel?
Yeah.
Like I'm just a strictly platonic friend that isn't at all interested in going on a date. How do I reconcile this with the fact that typically I'm usually not going to be attracted to someone until I've spoken to them a few times? Sincerely, doing better needs work.
You need way more work. That was mean.
This is one. Hold on. Before you judge yourself. This is one of those that it's going to require us to be a little judgmental to drive the point home.
Okay, you start.
We're not professionals. And so we have every right
to be unprofessional. This is ill advice.
Yes. If you want real advice, go listen to Dr. Nerdlove's podcast. I'm sure his is better. I'm sure he has credentials.
Especially if he's hopped up on that NyQuil.
That's right. Dude, get the fuck over yourself.
Yeah, like I was over this guy seconds into his writing. I can only imagine how he is like in person.
Took a writing class.
Also, I'm working on improving myself by going to the gym and wearing better clothes.
That I'm not going to judge because been there.
No,
but I was
not
also
judging
like
that at
18.
But my point is, like, that's not going to make you less friend zone guy if it's your fucking personality.
Right.
Nobody's going to give a fuck about your polo shirt if you can't fucking manage a paragraph question.
Also, stop changing yourself to fit some dynamic that isn't you. Be who you are. It's in all favors these days. Stop.
What's the specific question?
How do I make it very clear I'm interested in someone romantically without coming on too strongly or coming on like I'm just a strictly platonic friend that isn't at all interested in going on a date?
Don't act like a fucking strictly platonic friend that isn't interested in going on a date.
Or make your intentions clear. I don't think it's coming on too strongly where you go like, hey, we've had a really good time chatting. Do you want to go grab a cup of coffee and continue this? Or like, it's really forward when it's like, I think I might want to marry you. Do you want to go and fold sheets at the laundromat? Like, that's
to get married.
Well, no, the laundry cutesy thing is a New York City type of thing. Like, oh, I gotta do laundry. Oh, me too. I'm going to laundromat with you.
But what does that have to do with marriage?
It doesn't. It's just being a little bit too.
Let's go fold sheets
and talk about it.
Okay.
I don't know. I get carried away.
Got it. Got it.
I'm so sorry.
So for me, as I guess a woman thinking about.
You guess you're a woman, or you're for you?
I guess as a woman.
Gotcha.
From a woman's perspective.
Right. I didn't know if you just decided to change your pronouns and you didn't tell me.
I can change them all I want. There's no hiding my lovely lady lumps.
It's true. It's true.
So you can like tell me you're interested in me all you want to, but if I don't feel like you're interested in me, I don't give a fuck what you're saying.
There's also a such thing as being desperate. And that's a thing.
I don't feel like desperate vibes from this guy. I feel like I'm way too cool and I'm playing it way too cool because I don't want to be overly assertive. But in my playing too cool, I'm totally off-putting and you're not either into that and or don't know that I'm actually into you because I'm trying really hard to act not into you.
Well, what I mean by the desperate vibe is, do you know that you're into this person, or are you so dead set on finding a counterpart that when you're projecting your quote unquote interest to this person, are you really just projecting your desperation?
Well, they didn't say like
they don't have to.
Struggling finding people that I'm into.
No, just finding people who will reciprocate it.
Yeah, because he's playing the too cool for school.
Yeah, he's too school for cool.
Yeah, and needs to just stay in the gym. You got a man. I don't know what you're crying about.
I know. Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I just think, I'm so sorry, honey.
Just kidding. I don't go to the gym.
I don't. It's closed. It's closed.
Yeah, that's why.
That's why. I don't disagree with you. I actually see exactly where you're coming from with that, and it makes a lot of sense. The only thing I'm just saying is, like, he could just be so ready for something that anybody that he feels a connection with, just like
he's ready to
in
jump.
A conversation, he wants to jump and maybe
overly thinking it.
Overthinking. He's overzealous. He doesn't really. He's trying to change his relationship status, and so he'll find anybody who might be willing to kind of like strike up a conversation and have an intimate connection. And that really could just be like, I'm having such a bad day. My dog. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh my God, I missed leg day.
Oh, girl, I heard
that. But I
got
this new polo shirt. I want to punch him.
Chemtrails.
That's interesting because I didn't get that vibe from the letter.
Yeah, and then there's, how do I reconcile this with the fact that I'm typically usually not going to be... this writing style is fucking killing me. How do I reconcile this with the fact that I'm not going to be attracted to someone?
Read it the way it's written.
Oh, it's going to hurt.
I know.
You promise?
Yes.
Okay. How do I reconcile this with the fact that typically I'm usually not going to be attracted to someone until I've spoken to them a few times?
That doesn't even make sense.
You can't, there's no reconciling what attraction.
Like, bro, go take a cold shower and stop thinking about anything. That's it.
Just stop.
Just stop. For the love of God, just stop.
Yeah.
Just fucking stop. That's it. Stop.
Just stop. And you're overthinking it.
Jesus.
So hard.
So fucking hard.
Get closer to that microphone.
Typically, normally, I got neck sweat. Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. It's in all favors. It's an Olympic event.
Yeah, like it's just like he's like, what's the descriptive word I'm looking for? There's a very specific one, and there's a very specific person also coming to my mind.
He's right in front of you.
No. Not like not the like paranoid, but like the anxious and like
neurotic.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the vibe I get.
Yeah. That's actually the perfect word.
That it's like
fucking relax and like, stop.
She's hot, but I don't know if she's hot yet because I didn't talk to her yet, so I probably don't even know if I'm hot. But and like, shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna dog sit for her.
Like just. And then you're just going off the Richter before you even so much as say hi to this person.
And that translate in your communication and the way that you interact with that person. And then that's it. And then you're friend zone, not because you went to the gym or you're wearing the right clothing.
And because you didn't ask her out, but because she's like, please don't ask me out.
You're coming on too fucking strong because your breathing is very fucking heavy right now.
While you're worried about not coming on
also,
too strong.
There's sweat beating off of the tip of your nose and we can't do this.
It's my neck.
Well, sure. But if you have neck sweat, totes call me.
Everything on me is sweating.
Bro, I hear you. I'm sweating so bad right now. I just took my legs off of the rest of the stool and the back of my knees just got so cool. That knee sweat.
Yeah.
I think we're ready for this response.
Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, doing better needs work. DBN dubs.
Yeah.
Congratulations on all the effort you've been putting in. Oh, we should have validated him a little bit. I know you're feeling a little frustrated right now because you feel like you've stalled out, but the fact that you've done so much physically, emotionally, and socially to improve yourself is really admirable. You should know that I'm proud of just how hard you've been working and how far you've come. Excuse me. The reason why you feel like you're doing something wrong is because you've been making so much progress. Think of your self-improvement like you're playing a computer RPG.
Yeah.
Role-playing game. Your life up until you started your self-improvement. You life up? Huh?
They're both.
I can't. Doctor.
Lay off the
Where is this PhD from? Your life up until you started your self-improvement was I can't English. Okay, I understand what he's trying to say now. Your life up until you started your self-improvement was essentially the tutorial level. You're getting used to the systems and discovering what the goals are and getting primed for some of the content that's coming later in the game. Once you decided to make small changes, you were going through the initial challenges. Hitting the gym, working on being more social, improving your sense of style. Those were all part of how you were grinding through early game content. But there's only so much you can do in this stage before you can no longer reap the rewards from those challenges. You've leveled up and they're not as difficult for you. So you're going to see diminishing returns until you stall out. These don't test you the way that they did before. You've leveled out of the starter area, and now it's time to take on your next challenge.
I didn't get any of this stuff.
Right. As nerdy as it was,
No, I mean, I understand what he was saying, but I didn't.
It just wasn't something that you took away from it.
Yeah.
I didn't take away that either. I didn't take away that he worked so hard on everything that now he's gonna work harder. Fuck you.
Right. The guy's gotta be fucking perfect before he can get anywhere.
I don't know.
Or am I missing this video game lingo?
No, I'm with you. I'm just gonna. I feel like all of this might be. There are some highlights here, so I'll just read them.
Okay.
You're going to have to run the risk of getting rejected many times so that you can learn to find the approach that works for you. Valid. Light flirting and asking someone on a date isn't crossing a line or coming on too strong, especially if you take rejection with grace and dignity. Also very valid.
Yeah.
The guy who sends overly familiar and way over sexual messages to women on dating apps or social media, that dude is the one who's creeping women out.
Right.
And other men.
Right.
The last 3 little paragraphs of this. The easiest way to do this is to be friendly and flirty with people you may be into. It's easy to have a flirty vibe from the jump, even if you ultimately decide you want to be friends. Then it is to try to switch gear. Oh, right. I gotta do this English thing better. Maybe I've just been out of my fucking writing game for too long. I'm going to skip that. You also want to get comfortable with just asking somebody out on a date rather than confessing to being attracted to them or having feelings. The former is attractive and has you taking the initiative. You're asking them to come do something with you and telling them that you're interested in them at the same time. The latter is more passive and puts some pressure on them. You basically dropped your feels at their feet like a cat dropping a mouse and asking them to do something with it.
Yeah.
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 But that's where we're coming from with it.
Right.
It also helps to remember that flirting is just a way of telling someone that you like them in ways that are fun and engaging. People tend to get hung up on the mechanics of what counts as flirting instead of the message of flirting. Some people will flirt directly, paying someone compliments and telling them that they think they're hot. Others will tease and banter. Still, others are physical and expressive and do a lot of playful touching. Finding the form of flirting that works for you is a key part of learning how to come across as a potential lover instead of a potential friend. I won't lie, this part can be hard. It can be intimidating.
How's it good for
gravy?
We're soulmates.
Fuck. If there was any denying it, this just proved it.
Oh my god.
It's going to take some level of work and dedication that you applied to getting fit and being more social. But trust me, in the end, it will be worth it. And soon enough, you'll realize that you've reached your next plateau and your next challenge. Good luck.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck. I was over this guy right in the beginning. But I also...
We really need to start reading these before we get on the fucking air.
This one was painful.
This one was painful. But yeah, I mean, I think we got the gist of it. Our gist of it, but we didn't get that,
Yeah, I will never
level up. Fuck
discredit somebody striving to do or be or whatever, improve, be better. But holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
This was a rough one.
Oh, that got words for you, but I don't got words.
I need a cigarette.
You need a cigarette. Okay, let's just move on.
Yeah.
Shall we? Last one.
Next.
This is on the same thread for people who want to keep reading.
Thank you. Yeah, after that.
Dear Dr. Nerdlove, I am a woman who's now... Thank you so much for telling us.
So we don't have to
guess or try. Yes, it's... Listen. Just thank you. I'm a woman who's now nearer to 30 than I am 20 and have never been in a long-term relationship or had sex. I'm aware that romance and sex isn't the end-all, be-all of life. And in fact, I know that I'm bi-ace and sometimes teeter on calling myself arrow. Huh?
We take that thank you back. The fuck?
Huh?
Bi-ace?
Bi-ace? No, I wish.
I know, but like, are they using it like...
No, it doesn't.
How's it spelled?
It's capitalized. B-I--A-C-E.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, like bi-ace. Is this another new?
Yeah, more asexual than bisexual.
Okay.
Interesting. And sometimes teeter on calling myself arrow, which...
Straight.
No, it's A-R-O.
Oh. What the fuck? I can't even...
Oh, I'm sorry. Aromantic. Someone who does not experience romantic attraction. What? That's a thing?
Like ever?
I have more questions than you do. Not you, but the writer. This is so fascinating to me. I'm so sorry. This isn't a judgment. This is literally... I need to know more. Biff, you look like you're in pain.
I can't keep up.
If you just push, the baby will come out.
That's not fucking true. That's the fucking biggest lie you've ever told in your whole fucking life.
Smack the table. It's okay.
Asshole. Don't give these pregnant women hope like that. If you just push, the baby will come out.
If you're pregnant and listening, I'm a liar.
She's a goddamn liar.
Okay. I generally also have a tough time developing close friendships with new people, though I feel like I'm well liked by most people that I meet. Most of the time, I'm fine with this, and then every once in a while, I'll develop a crush or even start feeling romance between myself and my friends. So far, this hasn't come to anything since my crushes are so rare, I usually get turned down, and almost everybody is super cool about it. And I usually end up mutually deciding with my friends, yes, should we just continue being friends? Or we should just continue being friends. Often this is because my life is a mess and I'm not really independent, and it's hard to want to be in a relationship when I'm a grown woman basically doing the living in the parents' basement equivalent. It's embarrassing as hell. That's a lot of background to mostly just show where I'm coming from when I say while I'm comfortable with becoming the weird single granny down the street with 3 cats, 2 dogs, and cookies without ever getting married, I'm worried. I worry if I do find romance, my lack of trying up to this point will have hamstrung me for sexual and emotional compatibility. Are you getting any of this? Do I need to start forcing myself to go out and find dates and sex in order to develop skills and maybe find that possible romance? Or should I just carry on, continue to try to get my shit together and then become more open to intimacy and maybe let romance find me? Future cat lady. Fuckle.
Oh.
Sorry.
Fuckle.
Fuckle. Biff,
okay.
Take it away.
I'm worried about, how I'm rough around the edges sometimes, specifically when it comes to...
I'd say jagged. Jagged around the edges.
Yeah.
Maybe a snaggletooth here and there.
Like mountain point edges. So I don't know how to ask this correctly.
Okay. You've all been warned.
So my instincts, like my curiosity, you know me, I just dig and I need to know and I want to know and I'm just curious, George.
Ask
every second
my poor
of my
boyfriend.
Life. All of them that you've ever had. Okay. So I'm just gonna say it. I hope I don't get crucified. I'm not like.
I think that the intent matters.
I feel like I really hope this doesn't come out. I'm like scared.
I can't wait to be so pissed at you.
Like, I'm actually worried to like be. Okay, so do we know if and when there's a separation between who or what somebody identifies with or as versus potential this felt like a lot of anxiety and maybe some sort of struggles mentally or emotionally versus what they identified themselves as. A row and
bias.
Yes. And I
actually think that question is very valid, only coming from another person who, first of all, just learned what this is.
Right.
Which I feel like I should be ashamed to just say that. I don't know why. Because I usually know better, I guess. But also because we don't necessarily understand it.
Right. But I guess for me, this question came up not because of I don't understand, but more because towards the end, it sounded less like they were. It sounded more like they were wanting romantic things.
So that's why she said that she knows that she's more on that side of things where she's more aromantic and biased. But she's saying that she did have the opportunity to experience these feelings.
So that's what I mean. How do we know?
Honestly, I wish I knew.
Because for me, I felt like maybe it wasn't the former as it's so much as like, you know, she expressed she's embarrassed about her situation and she essentially is living in her parents' basement type of thing. That can play a lot into insecurities. And I'm not going to go out and try to date while I'm having these insecurities and I don't feel that I'm up to
I'm trying to work
standards. Right.
I'm inclined to agree.
So that was my curiosity is like, how much of it is this versus this?
I'm inclined to agree to a degree because not only did she bring that up, but she also said that she had these romantic or started developing romantic feelings for somebody. And
she seems to keep getting turned down.
I think the turn down is an aside. I think it's another factor, but I don't think it's part of. I think it's at this point, it's like these two things are just labels. She's somebody that doesn't necessarily develop romantic feelings, but she does get attracted to people.
Sorry.
We went from neck sweat to boob sweat, people.
It's making its way all
over. It's all over the place. I think it's just a label kind of describing our predispositions. Like I'm a super romantic. you're not so much a romantic, but you are more, there are like traditional roles that do it for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And for me, I'm just like, you tell me you love me, and I'm like, my eyes are fluttering, and I'm like, I love you so much.
Fold the laundry.
And a laundromat.
And a laundromat.
In New York. So I really think this, I feel, oh, now I'm going to get crucified.
Oh, good.
No, you're not alone here. And I think it's important for us to be able to discuss these different facets or like these different facets and different levels of understanding, because we're not gonna get or understand or even have even heard of.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's just so much out there. And this isn't discrediting what people feel about themselves or who they are, how they identify.
It's just all new.
It's just new to us, and we want to understand. And
right.
we're making an effort to. So, where was I?
Where they're not having a lot of experiences in the romantic field.
Well, it just...
So is this kind of cat and mouse-ish? Or like chicken and egg?
I wouldn't say...
Which came first? I don't have romantic
the mom or the
feelings. Versus I just haven't had them. Right?
No, well, she's not saying she's above that. She says that she can have these feelings. She just says she's mostly on that side of things. You know what I mean? It could just be as simple as somebody not wanting, that level of intimacy.
Well, she sounds at the end like she does.
Right. It sounds like she might, yeah.
So that's what I mean.
I think...
Is this just a...
I really wish I remembered where I was going with the last one, because I was ready to get crucified.
We'll pause and rewind.
I really should.
We'll wait. Go, because I'm not going to get hung alone.
No.
Your soulmate.
Hang me. Because I'm with you on this page. I'm with you on like trying to understand. I just think sometimes there are these labels that exist, and people kind of get hung up on them.
Well, that was
whether or not they might identify with them, but do they actually apply to them?
That was my question.
You know what I mean? Like, I say I'm OCD. You know what I mean?
Or
but really, all I like is a clean house.
Right.
I'm not OCD clinically.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Not that I know that there are clinical definitions to these. Like, this is just me trying to.
I have OCD tendencies.
Okay.
Who would have thought?
Well, I do too. I have OCD tendencies, but I don't have enough to be OCD. I'm a counter.
Just mean, like me.
I count.
Me.
You know what I mean?
Me.
You. Oh, that's true. All right. I got you. But that's not like what OCD is.
No, I know.
You know what I mean? And that's the misconception. So.
Well, that was, I think, where I was going, where it's like, chicken or the egg? Are you ARO, or have you just not had many romantic experiences?
It could be a mixture of both.
And
it could be that she thinks she's ARO,
so that's what she tells herself, and that's what she projects. Therefore, doesn't get
or maybe
many.
She is ARO and feels like she doesn't get romantic
once in a while
relationships, but she feels
there's a unicorn.
There's some sort of like emotional connection.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's far from romantic, although I know it exists.
I feel like
I can't place it myself.
Of human nature.
You know what?
That's why
You can't even tell anymore because, well, I can't say anymore, but what I can say is like the attraction, sexuality, etc. has been applied. There's been a spectrum applied to it, or maybe assigned to it, because it's been not as. Here I am getting crucified. Your wish, my command. What it really is that it's all encompassing, right? So there's no right or wrong answer. There's no straight and narrow. You're never going to hit it on the head. Even if you're like a 0.00001% a little bit gay.
Right.
or 0.00001% a little
like
bisexual.
99.999% baby daddy.
Right. You ain't got shit, bitch. But there's it wavers, you know. There are people who are open to both sides of it, but you only see them attracted to one type of person or one gender, etc.
Right.
I don't want to discredit that, but there are also experiences out there to be had.
Of
you
course.
know, and I think I knew in my case, like I knew as a young kid that I was gay, like really young. I want to say like 6 years old. I knew.
Oh wow.
But I also ventured and had my experiences and really knew. You know what I mean?
30 women later and a child.
No, not 30. That's a gross exaggeration.
25.
Disgusting.
25 women and a child later.
You're an asshole, and I hope you choke on your White Claw. Why are you drinking a White Claw?
Because this one's empty, but I don't want...
I cracked mine on the air.
I can't drink it.
Oh, sure. That works too. Valid. And I accept it. This is a great spectrum to refer to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think there is something to be said about the experiences. That being said, I also think that there are people out there who know who they are.
Absolutely.
But nothing is ever set in stone.
Absolutely.
There's always something that's going to sway you one way or another to make you feel a certain way. You know, and actually recently...
you had a threesome with a woman.
No. Colin would have a meltdown, I think. Oh, no, we were talking about gays who watch straight porn. Or gays who, like, come across straight porn and will watch it.
Okay.
And out of 4, there have been 3 of us that'll just watch it.
Like, for pleasure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, we'll come across it and it looks hot, so we'll watch it.
So is that equivalent, similar to straight girls watching gay porn?
Or straight men watching lesbian porn.
That's been since all times.
Well, just because it wasn't spoken about doesn't mean it didn't exist.
Guys watch lesbians all the time. That's like a whole global fact.
Yeah, that's just, actually, I wouldn't call it a fact. I would just say it's something, it's like a fetish that's out there.
It's
just
a
like,
big thing.
But I think
for guys
girls
to
and gays
watch
too.
girls.
I just think that it's just not as publicized.
I just meant for gay guys. You said you were having the discussion.
Yeah.
If gay guys watch straight porn.
Yeah, it's like, it's not like a billboard ad, but yeah.
Straight girls watching gay porn.
Yeah, there's something there about it.
So the consensus was that yes.
There's a majority. But that was a very small sample of 4.
Do you think that matters, though, when there's still a man in the picture? Because you can just focus on what you want to focus on. Right?
Sure, if you've got that kind of hyper focus. Yeah.
Like when girls watch another man and a woman, we're not so much watching the woman, right? I feel like it's the same.
I think, like, for me, it's more about, like, the act and the chemistry and the
getting off. Let's just...
Yeah, like, I'm not there
We're
to,
just
like...
waiting for the ending. We're all just waiting for the ending.
Well, yes.
But that's what I mean. I don't think...
But let's not rush it.
I don't think it matters who's on the receiving end.
Yeah, no,
necessarily.
I don't know. It's just...
We watch...
I think we're just sexual beings. And if it's sex and it's happening in front of us, are we going to look away?
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Depends who it is.
I think that's...
There's been a lot of times we've looked away.
There have been times we've looked away. Remember that time you thought you knew what pegging was and we looked away? Actually, we didn't look away. We're like,
Remember
what?
that time I showed you Alyssa Milano?
Oh my God. I looked away.
Cussed me out.
I did. Right in the fucking computer lab. Do we want to just jump to the answer on this one?
Yeah.
Because this one's got so many different... Yeah, it's got a lot of moving parts.
This is tricky for me.
If you're not actually that interested in sex or relationships, and the times that you do find someone attractive are few and far between, then I don't see why you should force yourself out there. I mean, if you're content with your social life as it is and you don't feel like you have an actual lack in your life, well, if it's not broke, then why try to fix it? It sounds to me like your living situation is the bigger issue in your life. Nicely done, Biff, at the moment. If you feel like you need more independence and want to get some separation from your parents, and it makes sense to me that you would make this your priority over dates that you may have or may not be into. Plus, solving these issues will do wonders for your confidence.
Yeah.
Or confidence, and let you feel like you're in a place where you can respond if you do find someone you're into. The thing to keep in mind is that romance is about the connection and your feelings, not the special techniques and clever stratagems.
Yeah.
Right. Awkwardly stumbling into a relationship is just as real and valid and adorable as being the smoothest operator. Focus on your immediate priorities. I suspect the rest will sort itself out for you as you go. Good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yep.
Nicely done, Biff, on that. You live with your parents. You're good at that shit. This is why you're going to school for.
Sometimes.
I think mostly.
Oh, thank you.
You're so welcome. But I would love to hear people's takes on that one. You guys know where to go, right?
And if you don't know, now you know.
And here it is. You've been illadvised@gmail.com or on Facebook and Instagram.
At illadvisedthepodcast.
And you can find our beautiful faces. Only our faces aren't on the website yet. At illadvisedthepodcast.com. Send us your questions. Tell us how beautiful you think we are.
Send us your tan lines.
Oh my God, send us your tan lines.
We'll post them on our Instagram, and we'll put our little logo on your cheek.
On your cheek, on your genitals, on your cheekanals.
Cheekanal. I feel like that's a real...
Just eat our glass of wine.
Yeah.
or just hashtag you've been ill-advised.
Yeah, eat our glass of wine.
Eat our glass of wine. Biff, anything else before I send off?
I got nothing.
Me either.
Don't stop believing.
The breathing. No.
Hold on to that feeling.
See? And you look beautiful in those overalls. Don't let anyone tell you that you are way too old to be wearing Oshkosh, motherfucker. You've got this.
You've been ill-advised.